All right, let's see what the sophomore can do with the offense. Bankston looks, hands off to his tailback, and he drives over the 20 out to about the 24-yard line, and carrying the mail is Aaron Pickett.
Also back in the backfield at fullback for Lebanon High, O.J. Easter. If that name rings a bell to some folks, his father, Bobby Joe Easter, outstanding football player at Middle Tennessee State University several years back, and his son out there at fullback, just a sophomore for Lebanon.
Lebanon got a lot of good-looking young players, but, boy, they're going to have to grow in a hurry this year, aren't they?
Absolutely. The young kids thrown into the fire tonight.
Bankston, quarterback underneath. Back to throw. Looks, got time. Fires over the middle, a little behind Simsrow, up at the 40-yard line. But he got enough arm to get it there. He was just threw it behind him just a tad. And it will bring up a 3rd and 5 situation for Lebanon at their own 24-yard line with 1:38 left in this football game here at Noakes Laster Field. The opener for the Blue Devils has not been pretty for the Lebanon team tonight.
Bankston looked good back there in the pocket, Tommy. He's set up not evident of a sophomore. He looked like he had some poise back there.
Bankston again, pitch back to Pickett. Pickett's got a little room, sticks his head in there, crosses the 25 out to about the 28-yard line. Hit hard at that point, and it'll bring up a 4th and 1 situation.
Offensive front includes Edric Burns. New players coming in the offensive front. We've got Dustin Robertson. Also, let's see. Well, that's our punt team. 4th and long. Lebanon will kick it away. My mistake. That's our our kick team coming in as we approach the 1-minute mark. Lebanon trails 27-7. Returning the football for FatherRyan. Jamie Castleman in to kick it. Damon Pitt. And Lebanon, not enough people on the field. Apparently one of the guys who was carried off the field injured was supposed to be on this team. So Lebanon will kick it. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
To do the kicking, Damon Pitt standing at his own 16-yard line. Here's the snap. Pitt's got time. Good long high spiral. Drives them back all the way to the 31-yard line where they'll make the fair catch. And making the fair catch is Jamie Castleman, and Pitt almost got it over Castleman's head, and had he been able to, that one would have really had some roll on it because it was not that high, but it was a good spiral.
Terry, another good kick by Damon.
From the 11-27, the ball was fair caught at the FatherRyan 31. Good for 42 yards on the punt by Pitt.
Well, one of the things you haven't seen here in a while, ambulance going out of here with a load tonight of Blue Devils. Handoff goes in the middle, and nothing there as the Blue Devil defense may have let him have a yard, no more. 3 or 4 blue jerseys all around him there. But in fairness to Ryan, they've got mainly their second team in there right now.
Ligon with the tackle, Edric Burns in there helping out on that play. Coming out of the football game for Lebanon, Will Hager.
2nd and 9 for Ryan. Clock counting down. This probably be the last play of the football game. 11, 10, 9. And here's a handoff in the middle. Makes the 35-yard line. Stood up there and dropped back. And that will do it, folks. Lebanon is beaten on its home field in its home opener by Nashville FatherRyan 27-7. We'll be back in 2 minutes with a wrap-up.
FatherRyan in the season opener. John Bryan is down on the field with Bob Dillard for the Lebanon High post-game show. John, take it away, and when you're through, just send it back for a 2-minute break.
Thank you, Tommy. Once again, John Bryan down here on the field with head coach Bob Dillard. Coach, not a lot of good coming out of this first night outing against FatherRyan. Of course, the loss, but then again, had a lot of players go down hurt.
Yeah, that's true, John. You know, we didn't do very many things well tonight. We come out, we turned the football over, we missed blocking assignments, missed assignments defensively, turned their quarterback loose all night, and you know, we'd prepared for these guys for 2 weeks, and we just did not do a very good job, and that's our fault as coaches. We've got to come back next week and get ready to go to Coffee County for a region ball game.
Ryan obviously coming in here, quarterfinalists in the state last year in the 4A category. momentum, I guess, or revenge factor coming in after last year's loss to us down there.
Well, I'm sure that's true, and you can, people talk about those things, and those things are true, but, the bottom line is they lined up and played football tonight, and we didn't, and they whipped their butt pretty good the way we played tonight. We didn't deserve to win the football game, and unless we improve, we won't win very many.
Any report on Langford and Pitt as they were taken to the hospital?
No, Langford has a lower back injury, and Adam Pitt has a concussion. I think he's a little woozy, so they've carried both of those young men to the hospital, and we'll head over there and check on them just as soon as we can.
Coach, I appreciate you coming out after the ball game, and good luck in this next week's game, and hope you have a good week of practice.
Thank you.
That has been the post-game show with head coach Bob Dillard. At this time, we'll take it back to the station for a 30-second break. The post-game show has been brought to you by Tim Bennett Insurance, Fakes and Hooker Decorating Center, TRW, and Aflac, insuring over $40 million.
2-minute break, 27-7. Terry Stafford, our man with the numbers, has a rundown on the scoring summary, and then we'll take a 2-minute break and be back with more. But here's Terry now with the scoring summary.
Thank you, Tommy. Lebanon drops the opener tonight to FatherRyan by a score of 27-7. Let's go through the scoring recap. In the first quarter, FatherRyan gets on the board with 5:15 left in the quarter. Todd Campbell, their quarterback, runs it in from 33 yards away as FatherRyan goes 42 yards in 2 plays. Charles Gerkman comes in and kicks the extra point, and at the end of the first quarter, FatherRyan led 7-0. The only scoring in the second quarter was a Gerkman 45-yard field goal, that one at the 9:53 mark. So at halftime, it was 10-0 FatherRyan. In the second half, FatherRyan got on the board first. Campbell once again scoring this a 7-yard touchdown run as FatherRyan went 45 yards in 3 plays. Gerkman kicked the extra point, and with 9:29 left in the third, it was 17-0 FatherRyan. Lebanon got on the board in the third quarter with 1:43 left as Jason Hankins caught a 17-yard touchdown pass from Damon Pitt as the Blue Devils went 80 yards. It took them 14 plays. Ryan Stevens came in and kicked the extra point, and at that point it was 17-7 FatherRyan. In the fourth quarter, it was all FatherRyan as they score again. 11:20 left in the quarter. Derek Whittington goes in from the 9-yard line as FatherRyan goes 33 yards in 5 plays. Gerkman once again kicks the extra point, and at that point it was 24-7. And then the final scoring of the night, 2:30 left in the game, Gerkman kicks his second field goal of the night. This one a 31-yard